wanted to improve the learning experience for the children and also to get parents more involved in school life, because we know that when the parents are more involved, the children achieve better. We were Ofsted in April 2011, just as we were completing the LPPA award, and we were awarded outstanding for parental engagement, which we were really thrilled with. We were also awarded outstanding for behaviour, and I do think that once the children really appreciate and really love sharing their successes with their parents. So the fact that we have a weekly celebration assembly where the parents are all invited and the children have all got handwritten invitations to ensure that nobody gets missed out. They love that. They love being able to celebrate their successes and share their successes with their parents. And yeah, it's a real positive impact on the children.
If you be good and all that, you get like some good behaviour certificates like gold, silver and bronze, so then your parents can come in and see that.
Sienna came home with a certificate yesterday, and Mummy, I'm going up in assembly for my good girl sticker for doing really, really good work. Now, even though she gets praised every day for that good work that she's done, just for her to go up in assembly and it's like, wow, Mum, look what I've got.
So before we started the LPPA, the school had quite minimal parental engagement. There was annual events and parents' evenings, things like that. But the parents were able to attend events, but not invited into school on a regular basis. It made us audit our skills, it made us audit the things that we already did and look at ways to improve. But it also made us audit the kind of parents that were coming in, and we did have some parents who never attended any events. So we wanted to really reach out to those hard to reach parents and look at possible barriers to why they weren't coming in. So it could be that they've had their own previous bad experiences in school, it could be that they didn't feel welcomed or approached, or it could just be that they're working parents and the timings that school was offering were inconvenient. So we looked at all those things to try and make life easier for parents and to make a school a more welcome place to be.
It's made it less formal, it's a lot more informal now, and people feel a lot more, I mean, I can speak for myself, feel a lot more welcome at the school. And the fact that you can just sort of walk in and speak to the teachers and stuff like that. And it's just better to be more engaging. It's a lot more friendly atmosphere, if you like.
Mrs Campbell has an open door policy as well, which I think's really improved the communication between staff, the head teacher and the parents.
There's constant support as a parent if you need it, for problems at home, behavioural issues, fussy eaters. Miss Campbell's been good with mine where we've struggled with sleeping patterns and getting to and from school, and there's always been that one-to-one care that with any families needed, we're just basically a phone call away.
You feel more connected to the school, you know what's going on in their lives, you know what's important for them. You have to do the homework, and the teachers are support if you ever need to speak to them.
Helps you gain knowledge of the way things have changed from how you learnt when you was at school, because a lot of things have changed to the way they learn now, and not having that knowledge and experience of what they're actually doing, you wouldn't really know how to help them at home. So that helps you greatly in knowing how they're practising at school, really.
When I first came in school, I was stuck on my homework, so my mum just came in because I got a bit nervous about doing it, so she came into the room and helped me.
Yeah, there's lots of homework support. Basically, we've got a website so we can find out what our children have been doing that week. The teachers are all approachable, so we can ask what the children have been doing. Maths is a big issue for me, so I constantly ask the teachers, can you just explain to me how we do this? Because it's a different learning standard to what we had when we was younger.
I never liked reading, but my mum helped me and I liked it.
Jim had a problem with his reading at one point, didn't you, sweetheart? And they put him on a programme with Carly, and it really, you know, helped him come along with his reading, and she let me sit in on sessions and stuff like that. So doing that made it easier at home, so obviously sit there with his reading and stuff. Yeah, because like I say, he's actually come on leaps and bounds in his reading, and he doesn't need that support anymore, so he's not on that programme anymore. And Thomas, at the moment, doesn't need that programme, because obviously the things that they've taught me to do with James, been able to do with Thomas, so it's almost as a preventative thing as well, as, if you like.
When I first came in year 1, my reading weren't very good, and my mum really helped me, and now I'm one of the best in the class.
I came here asking for voluntary work, and because I wanted to start a teaching assistant course, and that's basically how I got involved with the school, and now I'm an employed member of staff. So they've helped me to basically, you know, start the training, and they support me through the training as well.
We now employ 10 parents, which is great. We have their teaching assistants. They are going through the different training stages, so teaching assistant 1, level 2, level 3 and HLTAs. We also have welfare assistants, parents who come to support our after school clubs, our breakfast clubs, who read to the children on a daily basis, who come in, who volunteer their time, and it all enriches what we do in school, because the best resource in school is the people.
I think the more you engage with school, the more your child gets out of it. If some parents can't always come into school because they work, I'm quite lucky where I can always bring my children to school and I can always pick them up. I can always make time to come and attend assemblies, but even for parents that can come and make, because it must be heartbreaking if you can't make your child's assembly, but there's always photographs on the website, there's always information.
I think it's made me a more positive parent, to be honest. It's made me more informed about my son's education, and it's improved our bond, because now when I talk to him about school, I mean, he's actually moved on to high school now, and he was here, but I'm still able to make that education connection with him. And I had a really bad experience of school, but I'm now able to pass on a positive experience of school instead of kind of giving him my baggage, if you like. And I think that's made it much easier for him making the transition from primary to high school, and just making it easier for him in terms of, like they said, supporting with his homework and supporting him with his school life, because it is a big part of, it's your whole childhood, isn't it? So it's really important to get those links in there.
We definitely recommend LPPA and the process to other schools. The staff and parents have been fully involved in the whole process, and the children, and it's the children that it's impacted on the most. Things like it's improved the homework. We changed the way we do homework now so that it's more accessible for parents. Parents get more involved. We do more open-ended tasks. The children can investigate things that they're interested in, and that was something that came up in the audit from LPPA. So without doing LPPA, we wouldn't have known that that was an area for development. Yeah, it's been a really positive experience for the school, and our outstanding badge for parental engagement just speaks volumes that it really works.